Week number 10 is in. Welcome back to the United Sim Football Association. Max the Rex 12 and my man Dusty on the ones and twos. How you doing today?
Hey man, doing pretty good. Excited for Week 10 action. Got a real game I'm looking forward to later this evening that has major playoff implications. But excited for all the games, really, as always.
And we are going to get it kicked off with Huntington Beach and Oklahoma City. Of course, we're going to try to keep our biases out of it.
It is
But
Oklahoma
I think
City,
we
though.
already know.
It
I
is.
think we know where this is going.
Yeah. So, but let's scores potential aside, I guess. As we saw, Oklahoma City got stomped pretty good by Charlotte uh, last week. So, I guess, what do you think? I mean, I wouldn't call it an exhibition game necessarily, but I guess this is a game for Huntington Beach to really work through their players and see, who's working, who's not. So, who do you have on the radar for Huntington Beach there?
Definitely it's this receiver. I know for a fact that Oklahoma City isn't really that great in regards to pass defense. They've been letting a lot of receivers by. So I'm just gonna see hopefully a big game by Vic Dotson, maybe even a breakout game for him and Justin Johnson as well.
Yeah.
Jacobson should have some work in that receiving game as well.
Yeah, maybe channel his maybe Dotson will channel his inner Adonai King, or Adonis King, excuse me.
Hey,
So
if he can do that today, that would be nice to see. I've
yes,
been waiting
sir.
for a game to show out like my SCSFL player
Um,
done. So that'll be nice.
Another player I want to highlight on the Oklahoma City side because they don't have a ton. They picked up Robin, and then I don't know if Devin Boateng. I think he's still in the mix, but be interested to see some of these players. Down the road can definitely play on some of the Big Five squads, so to speak. Down, as soon as next season or even into this season. So. Uh, he's a guy I guess I got my eyes on to Boating, and then another matchup is Satale was the former Oklahoma City quarterback, or excuse me, Huntington Beach quarterback, now going up against Huntington Beach as the Oklahoma City quarterback. So our experts have Oklahoma City a 6% chance. You think that's pretty fair?
I think 6% is pretty fair. I don't know how big that 6% could be in regards to them happening in this game, but who knows what happens. I'm still going to lean towards my hometown to Beach Voyagers. In this one, I'm thinking around 45-ish points to
Yeah,
accomplish.
I think I got Huntington Beach in this one, so let's kick it off.
Let's get it going. And before we get started, make sure you like, subscribe, on the forum, the Discord, the community, get on the field. We're underway, folks. Let's get this one going.
Yes, sir. Kick off to Rice. And he doesn't have much wheels, but gets it out past the 20.
Respectable.
Faking the handoff. Yeah, and we're going to see a lot of that, not just from a team like Oklahoma City, but really all the quarterbacks until they get that passing accuracy and awareness down. We're going to see a lot of those kind of passes.
Green 17, green 17, ready.
39 coming up. After Quentin Robin couldn't get anything going to on it, and Huntington Beach will get their first crack on offense.
Yes, sir. See if Vanguard can do anything on the return here. He's got some wheels.
50, and they're going to start on OKC territory. Nicely.
Yep. Trips formation, looking to strike. Oh, they hand it off to Jacobson, who had a great game last week.
Close to that first down marker with that one, 2 yards away from the first down.
Jacobson making a couple dudes miss. It's a nice run.
Moving to move. Let off eat a little bit. When this pass game comes.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't hit the pass game early and often, but here's the play action. Maybe they're setting that up. They got Dotson in the end zone, and that's a touchdown.
They did call it. I did call it. What can I say?
Hey, that's what you need if you're a bit Dotson fan, you know. If you got him on your fantasy team or whatever, you know, he's your boy right there.
Makes me proud every game. I'll let you know right now. Kick is up and good. And we got OKC setting up for take number 2. We'll get past the 20. Right now. So, everybody in there in Oklahoma City, Sebastian Tell. Going straight for that pass game. And Rob. I've been close to that marker. They're down.
Yep.
To get this one.
See if they can convert. Fake it to Robin. They got a man deep. Chase Rice. He can't get away, but nice pass play by Oklahoma City.
Nicely done, I must say. Oklahoma City always had that fight in the.
Yes, sir.
They always come out with those random big plays.
Yep.
Even though Megatron couldn't haul that one in.
And off to Boateng. He's getting a little swallowed up by his QB there.
Third and long coming up. They have the kicker to match it, so they need to throw it. And that's a nice defense there. And Huntington Beach is going to be back on the field.
Satale was feeling the pressure there and, you know, just couldn't quite get the pass where it needed to go. Also, maybe not my favorite pass call or run routes there, or routes run there, because just none of them looked to go past the first down marker. As Dotson again gets the sideline. Has he got the wheels? He does. Big game for Dotson.
That boy is gone.
He is gone.
Out every day, I say. Touchdown, Huntington.
Wow. Dotson already over the century mark on the day. And Dotson is actually the team's second or leading reception leader and second in the team in yards. And after that, he's definitely going to be first in the team in yards. So great game from Dotson already.
Love to see it. Bryce to the right side, past 25, a nice return there. KC is going to try to get back into this game right here, already down 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, plays
open man Kaiser.
Plays like that will help. You know, those are solid, positive plays, and that's what you need as Oklahoma City. Can't afford sacks, can't afford penalties. As Satale finds a guy. Oh, what happened
He
there?
snagged that. That one, he caught that from behind, and he took that one down the field. That was a very nice play.
Yeah. Robin gets a few on the run there.
Red 9, set.
Get past that second defender. Or the medium coming up.
Yeah, if you're Oklahoma City, you really need this conversion. They dump it out to Robin. Gets the first and then some. Nice play by Oklahoma City.
It's that heart I was talking about a little bit earlier. Cyclones do not fall down easy. They make sure that they feel them. And that's going to be another deep pass, and that's going to be a catch by Kaiser. Very nicely done by Oklahoma City to get some points on the board. Kick is up. And that's going to be no good, unfortunate for them. But Oklahoma City is not going to get skunked today, is what they say. They're going to go down. They're going to go down with the fight.
No, sir. Hendricks back to pass. Dotson again.
Goes that man.
Here goes that man indeed.
It's a beach into Oklahoma City territory. Toss it to the right side here. Double covered and incomplete.
That's a tough pass play there. Didn't really like the decision making of Hendricks there. He's got Dotson though. I like that. Dotson's gonna get around him, and that's gonna be a touchdown to end the quarter. Woo!
It's what Vic Dotson.
I mean, that's what he does. I mean, this is, like I said, Adonis King must be entered the building and just took over that man's body, because Dotson's just torching these boys. 21-6 at the end of the quarter, and we're going to start the second. So I think last week Charlotte's put a 60 piece on them, 61 or so.
Some Beach is on pace for it.
Yeah, they are.
3 touchdowns in the first quarter. I believe that's the most they've scored in a quarter.
Yeah. Well, and last week Huntington Beach also scored the most points they had in any game in the season, so that definitely helps their effort.
KC back on the field. They're going to let Quentin Robin run. He can't get past that line of far. 7 coming up. We get on the misdirection. It's one man missed, but it couldn't get past that second, and Huntington Beach is going back on offense.
That's what you don't want Huntington Beach back on offense if you're Oklahoma City, because they're looking pretty dangerous on offense. But I'll be interested to see now that they've got this lead if they're going to go more to Jacobson here.
That'll be my thought process. Make sure all of the players eat, but they're going to keep the pass game going. It's going to be Dustin Johnson running up the middle of the field. There goes a big play.
Yeah, I think that's his first catch of the game there. So you see he has the wheels to turn up field and almost broke it. You're going to go to him again.
It's going to be another catch there in the red zone just like that.
Just like that. Watch out for Dotson in the red zone here. There's a flag on the play.
Yes. Hold on off Jacobson to take him back a little bit.
Believe that's the one and only Caboose. Holding back the team, of course.
Time. He's gonna get all those yards back and then some. To the 5-yard line, they go to tight end set.
See if they pass it. They got. Oh man, they had
The
Johnson
overthrow.
in the back of the end zone, wide open.
Go back to that jumbo set.
Yeah, toss out to Jacobson. Can he make a man miss? He does, and walks into the end zone.
Too easy for Huntington Beach, and they're going to be up 12-6, getting the extra point.
Starting to starting to show their balance as a team. They've got the passing game working for them. That drive, they ran the ball very effectively. Looking like I mean, this is what they should be doing to a team like Oklahoma City. They're not playing down really. They're playing hard, but Oklahoma City also isn't being a slouch either. You know, scoring 6 points against this team isn't anything to sneeze on, as they got shut out by Charlotte last week.
That was a bad drop there by that receiver to the left
But
side.
they've got a man deep. Oh,
It's going to be
even
bad.
a worse drop.
3rd and 10 coming up for Oklahoma City. It's back after those 2 plays.
He's got a man
wide open.
Oh, it's
gonna
intercepted
be
by
picked.
Justin Donson.
Who would have thought?
Hey, he's been pretty quiet lately. I think that's only his 2nd pick of the season is Jacobson weaving through.
And another solid gain. So add to those running totals. He's been up to be one of the better backs in the league. He's showing out on these runs.
Yep.
Way over 50 yards.
Yeah, just averaging over 7 yards a carry. I mean, you take that any day if you're a coach. That's
Add more to the totals. Almost breaking away from that last defender.
And we've hit the 2-minute warning here in Oklahoma City. Jacobson again. Did he get the lunge?
Forward.
Oh, he did
Did
not.
not.
And he'll just
Again,
walk
but that's
it.
walking. Walk up in there, then off Jake.
Yes,
Another
sir.
touchdown. Huntington Beach is going to make 35. Yes.
Oh,
Maybe? No, he will not. Thompson is off on the mark, but 34-6 is still a pretty sizable deficit for Oklahoma City as they hit the offense side again.
yeah, that's that 28-point deficit, not where you want to be if you're Oklahoma City. But you know, they do have 3 timeouts. They can make some noise here before the end of the half. But I believe Huntington Beach
handoff.
gets the ball to start, as that's a bad pass, or good defense rather.
I think it's a good combination of both of those.
Yeah, I mean,
Robinson.
he had the one-on-one
On that
matchup,
one.
but the safety just jumped the route, you know, and got his hands on it. as the league progresses, you'll probably see fewer of those passes, and if there are any of those passes, you'll see the safeties not miss opportunities like that. You know, their safeties are ball hungry and ball hawking, whatever you want to call them, and you know, you have your hands on an interception as a defender, you take it.
Sack's going to force a punt. And Huntington Beach is back on offense, and wonder which one of these Voyager playmakers is going to make the next play.
Yeah, I mean,
some more points.
Looks like it's
Jacobson. Looks like it is off Jacobson indeed, up the sideline for the touchdown. We're not even at halftime, and they already cracked 40. So I'm thinking that 61-point mark that Charlotte said is going to, if this continues on.
That could fall. Huntington Beach, like I said earlier, gets the ball at the second half. I mean, they've gotten 3 touchdowns in each quarter now. That's quite the pace. And the thing is, like, they've been running it more in these last 2 possessions, but yet still striking fast. So that's just a testament to Jacobson's effectiveness. It's a tail. Throwing. Ooh, nice catch by Chase Rice.
Even nicer route that got him open on too.
Yeah, that DB was kind of lost. This Kaiser can't turn up the field, but gets out of bounds.
15 seconds left in the second.
Well, they're on the right side of the 50, but they need to try to go deep, and they're not calling any timeouts here to conserve clock, so I think they're just content with getting to the locker room and restarting in the next half. Because that takes us to
Is not the greatest way to end the first half for them, but we will continue on.
Yeah, so what do you think? I mean, pretty much business as usual if you're Huntington Beach. They've been on a hot streak as of late and showing their muscle here. This is a big game for them because winning this will get them back to 500, the first time they've been to 500 in weeks. So I think they came into this game really hungry to get that extra win because of the playoff picture starting to unfold here.
And definitely with that game coming up later on, we already see the outcome of this one, but I'm going to stop talking as Ulf Jacobson's going to take another one. We do have a flag on the play.
I think he's trying to seal the outcome of this one. That's an offsides.
And it's going to be another touchdown for Ulf Jacobson.
Wow.
And they're about 2 touchdowns away from that 61 mark, but missing those extra points.
No, he doinked it in.
He actually doinked it in. Okay, he scared me for a second when I seen that kick go up, but he did go get that extra. And they're closing in on that record really quickly. There's still 9 minutes left in this game. Oklahoma City looking for a spark anywhere. Toss to the right side. That's too out of bounds on that one. Half and half at the current moment with the interception.
Yeah, but that's a nice pass there to Rice. He's been his main target this game, but ooh, a late holding call is going to bring that one back. That's costly.
Black 41. Black 41.
Tails got a guy. The defenders.
He does not. No, he does not.
He lobbed it. If he would have, threw it just a little bit more on a frozen rope there, probably could have gotten close to the first down. But he lobbed it. That gave the defenders enough time to swarm up and knock the ball down.
Definitely. Another punt going towards Huntington Beach. They're going to start within Oklahoma City territory, taking closer to 30.
Yeah, that's a great starting field position. That's been part of the game for Huntington Beach is they haven't had to do much work on offense as far as getting yards. I don't think they've had to have a drive more than 65 yards.
Starting position is always very underrated when it comes to teams set up, and Ulf Jacobson's going to walk in again.
Strikes again. Big time Ulf Jacobson. Just... before it was Dotson, these last couple quarters, it's been all Jacobson. That first quarter, I'd say Dotson owned it, though, but Jacobson really flexing his muscle, juking dudes out of their shoes, just running right past everyone. Got a good combination of speed and agility and power here going this game.
Blue 33. Blue 33.
And
Ready.
the score, they're one touchdown away from tying. An extra point to get them the lead. Toss it deep,
As
picked off
another
by Angel
interception.
Flugel. The interception last week, he's
Yeah.
going to get to.
Yeah, continuing his interception streak, and that's 2 now for this Huntington Beach defense.
Green 29. Green 29.
Jackson over 200 yards on 15 carries.
Flag on the play though. And that's
The
another-
offsides.
So that will stand, and Jacobson 229 yards already. That's a game right there, and we still got another quarter to play. I guarantee you they're gonna use him a lot.
Yes, they are, and he almost broke away one more time. If he got past that last defender, that would have been another touchdown.
Yeah, I mean he's trying to channel his inner moldy cheese, as we saw the cheese just tearing it up last week against Oklahoma City. Jacobson doing more of the same. As oh man, I thought he was gonna break that one. Wow, he is a man amongst boys out there. Keep feeding the beast.
Action going just forward, getting close to that 2-yard line. Come at the 3.
Jacobson again, and wide open runway for him to walk right in. That is 3 touchdowns each quarter for Huntington Beach now.
Hey, different players. Which is even spectacular. 6 from Wolf and 3 from Vic Dotson.
Yeah. So, and with that, now Huntington Beach has scored the most points of any team this season in a game.
It's going to help that point differential.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
well,
think they've been around the negative side of like for most of the season, or around the middle, like around
Yep.
close to that 0 range.
Yep,
but
I've got
that's
it.
going to push it up.
I've got it pulled up here. So going into today, they actually were at a positive 20, but that was because of their big game last game against Arizona. So this is definitely going to help that differential. Yes, sir. Charlotte, of course, the #1 team.
The
But,
passes of Frederick Kaiser haven't really got him
but
looking like he normally does.
just if the game ended here, let's just say the score ended here, just for some fun facts and stats. In the last 3 games, Huntington Beach would have scored. Oh man, I messed that up already. Huntington Beach would have scored 119 points in the last 3 games, and they've only given up 15. And that's if the score stopped right now. And I get the feeling that Jacobson's still hungry.
Jacobson, Hendricks, they all want the smoke right now with Oklahoma City. You see they're foaming at the mouth at this opportunity.
As
Sebastian going to take off running. Gonna not get enough, and that's going to be another point to this red-hot Huntington Beach offense. Going to be looking to try to get some points before this quarter ends, I'm sure.
might as well. I mean, you're a professional football player, man. These are your stats. Like, you own these. So, like, all out.
Jacobson with another nice carry.
Wow, look at that average, though. I mean, you're talking 13 yards, 12 to 13 yards a carry. That's, a first down a carry.
Blue 7. Set.
Get a little bit.
A false start. See if
I
they
might
can,
going to stick on that.
see if they can convert
A
as
little more
the quarter
passing
expires. Oh, they don't get the playoff.
The fourth quarter is.
Green 29. Green 29. Set.
I get it.
Nope, they are going to be forced to punt for the first time this game.
It's the first time, isn't it? And Thompson booms that one
Yeah, he's got the leg.
to the 25-yard line, and Oklahoma City's looking at double digits here. It was a nice route there by that receiver, cut back up. He couldn't hang on to that pass.
So, just looking ahead now, with a, I'm gonna probably call this a Huntington Beach win here. With the win, yeah, I think I will. If you want to keep holding out hope for the Cyclones, feel free. But
how dare you? Oklahoma City obviously.
So, I guess going forward, Huntington Beach has to play St. Louis, which I think that could be a really good game next week, and that, depending on the outcome of today, could determine 2 seed easily. And then they have Arizona, the last game of the season, who they just beat the game before this by a hefty margin. So they've got Arizona at home to close out the season. So, you know, it's very possible that Huntington Beach wins out and ends up with a 7-5 record, which would be astonishing since they were as weak as 2-5 earlier this season. So
that can happen. Does that make them sitting in on that number 2 seed?
I think it does. Like I said, that game next week against St. Louis is really going to determine. I think if they beat St. Louis, then they're going to be in the driver's seat for the 2 seed. But they're in control of their own destiny, because Arizona, Huntington Beach, Tacoma, they're all 4-5. And after this, Huntington Beach is going to be 5-5. And then, of course, we have the big game later tonight with is that Arizona and Tacoma, I believe. So, or excuse me, we have Arizona and St. Louis. That's going to be a big game to determine some of the seeding. But I think right now, if you're Huntington Beach and you win out, you're very, very probable to get that 2 seed.
It's going to help getting that home field advantage in those playoffs games. You need every advantage you could get.
Yes, sir.
When it comes to how competitive these teams are.
And I think
Oklahoma City's going to continue on with a 4th down coming.
And I think what you don't want, if you're any team in the playoff hunt, is you don't want to be the 4th seed. You do not want to play Charlotte that first game of the playoffs. You want as much time to stall out, to develop your players and get your squad going and playbooks figured out before you face Charlotte.
Run the North Jacobson run down.
What a game for Jacobson there. 300 yards plus in the ground. Over 30 carries. That's that dude's a monster.
Definitely one of the more underrated running backs still to this day. He still has a lot more to grow as well within his build.
Yep.
But there's plenty more chance for him to break out the likes of a Moldy Cheese or Dan Bongino. He haven't seen his best football, which is the craziest.
Yep. I mean, yeah, he's just silent assassin, right? Working in the background, but he's got a pretty high ceiling, and can't wait to see him later this season.
Definitely.
Is Jacobson
get past that one, and that's gonna be touchdown number 7.
Wow, 71, potentially 72 points. So this differential right here is the highest margin of victory. Assuming that Huntington Beach is going to pull out the victory, this is going to be the highest margin of victory by any team this season. 66-point game right now.
Nicely around. Huntington Beach on either one of the better teams.
Yeah, they're emerging, you know, as one of the top teams in the league.
3 seconds left, 4th quarter, and who do we have in the playlist coming up as we for?
So then, of course, after this game, we've got a big one in Charlotte and Tacoma. That's going to, you know, to me, it's a must-win for Tacoma, because if they lose, that'll put them to 4-6, and then the best they can do for the season is go 500. And they actually have to play Charlotte again later this season, I believe.
to be the end of the game. Past the Kaiser and 22-6 final score.
Yeah, let's get into the stats just real quick here. So, very efficient game from Hendricks. Didn't have to do much because by the time they had a pretty solid lead, they were just handing it off to that man Jacobson. But pretty good game from Hendricks. Probably one of his best. Maybe I can't remember how well he did last week, but one of his better ones, as he's only been with Huntington Beach for 4 weeks now. Ulf getting it done there for sure. 7 touchdowns. That's absolutely insane. Dotson getting it done in the passing game. Really only 2 receivers making noise, but didn't need to do a lot of passing here. They're kind of doing that old school. How do you feel about that kind of old school offense where you're just, ramming it down their throat, running the ball, hitting them in the mouth, whatever you want to call it? What do you think of that old school kind of offense there?
I always been a fan of Smash Mouth.
Yeah, Smash
offenses. Yeah. They asserting your dominance, showing that you're the biggest man on the field each and every moment. At that point, it's just strength versus strength. Who's going to win out? And Oklahoma City, they definitely tried their hardest. I've seen every play. They did try, but you go the base of which one is actually going to be able to the talent on the field. You kind of got to lean that way, and Huntington beat what they needed to do as expected.
Well, all right then. We are just gonna go right into our game 2 of week 10. What do you think? I've got our theme song that we love so much queued back up, and let's talk about it, Stack. So Charlotte playing host to Tacoma. Like I said earlier at the end of last game, I think it's a must-win for Tacoma. Not saying they will win because Charlotte is, they're just too good, man.
On another level.
But I mean, what do you think? So key players, matchups. What do you got for this game?
Let's see. Tacoma definitely needs to get their receiving core involved in this game. Antonio Lewis, and also Darren Eliason, they both have to have really, really good games.
Yep.
In regards to getting them all ready to go. Charlotte, they'd have the defense in order to slow them down. They've been doing it to essentially every team they've played this season. So Tacoma definitely needs the eruption to get this one kicked off and continue on, because if they lose this game, then